on Monday to a focus session we had at work in regards to our chat team. Basically,
which was kind of a happy coincidence that you had this for your project and something came up where you could actually use it.
Yeah. So basically, my proposal is about hiring a new employee to the chat team. So the problem that we're having now on chat is we have in my department, which is technical support, we have 3 reps that assist about 1,500 customers a month. And just me by myself, I take about 1,700 chats a month, and then there's the 2 other. They take about between 12 to 1,400. So that's one of the main problems. We need another rep to be able to assist the customers. Also, with us only being 3 reps, we have no flexibility because we always need somebody in the chat department. Our hours are from 8:30 to 6, and I start in the morning, so I'm the first one there, and if I'm not there, there's nobody to come in and take my position. No one to do my job in the morning. Solution basically is to add another employee, and the potential is going to be to increase customer satisfaction and to add more flexibility to our team. So basically, to give you a brief description, chat is something that if you go to FedEx.com, like if you're doing something on FedEx.com and you're having a problem, you can click on help, and if you sit on the screen for over a minute, this box will come down and say, would you like me to assist you? And so basically the chat comes to me on FedEx or one of the other 2 reps. Now, in total, we have 13 reps that handles the chat. There's the technical support, which we mostly handle FedEx.com. We have 4 domestic reps that handle tracking, package issues, rating a package, anything that has to do with FedEx, basically. That's what the domestic side does. Then we have 4 international reps that handle all international issues, tracking, helping the customer set up international, what paperwork they need, and just recently we added 2 Canadian reps because we have a call center in Canada, so they handle Canadian questions. Basically, adding this new employee to our department will increase revenue because we'll be able to assist more customers in our department. At the time, the problem is we have customers that are holding, and by the time we get to those customers, they disconnect. So we're losing that revenue, we're losing that customer, which also call quality is the way they measure how we speak to a customer, and that's suffering because we're trying to go so fast to get to the next person, Also, with the fact that there's not a lot of flexibility in our department, anytime a person takes sick time or they have to leave in an emergency or they're out just for vacation or personal time, that's added to our being absent. So without the right skills and technical tools, we're not able to assist the customers, and we're stressed out because we really don't have any control. We started this department in September, so from September to now, TSS has generated, we've moved up. In the beginning, we were taking anywhere between 500, now we're up to like 1,600 chats a month. Our call quality goal is 92%, which is passing. Right now, we're at an 89.6% between our 3 reps. Our percent of contribution is basically us being there to work. So our goal is 100% always. Right now our average is like 96% because anytime, since there's only 3 of us, anytime someone's absent, it just brings it down. The key benefits to adding a new employee would be retain customers, increase chat productivity, customers they don't have to call the 1-800 number, they can get their question answered in 5 minutes other than sitting on the phone waiting for someone to take their call. Also, this will give us adding a new employee will be able to handle another 1,500 more chats. If we don't add this employee, we're losing new customers, we're losing customers' accounts. Our percent of contribution is reducing by 13%, which not only it impacts our group, but it impacts our whole center of reps, which also impacts us as a whole, because there's 13 other centers, and we're all competing to be #1, because that's how we get money to our center. And then there's the reduction of coverage by 33.3%. Basically, statement of work, what I propose is that we sit with our senior manager and decide on adding this new employee. That means we would have to get the senior manager, the human resources, and the hiring manager involved. Also, because we are adding another employee, we have 5 other managers in our center, so they'll have to be able to educate their employees that we're going to be offering this new position. Basically, we're going to post the position, get the required paperwork ready for the potential candidates, let them know what the description is. Make time for interviews, get a list of questions, and before you get hired for the position, you do have to take a computer test, because we do a stimulation on how to handle chats, because they do go really fast, because most of the time we're handling 3 customers at one time. Then we have to have managers to do the interview. We normally have the hiring manager and then another manager from one of the other departments to handle the interviews. We'll also need a trainer. Training is only like 2 days, because it's basically all the time that we have to do the training. Also, we're going to have one of the other reps, or me, myself, or the other 2 train the employee also. That would be like sitting side by side and making sure they're handling the job. We're going to add equipment. We're going to have to move one employee, add equipment. We need the computer system. We're going to have to add another screen, because we do sit with dual screens, and a desk. Hopefully, we can have the person hired by July 26th, because that July is the time that we start doing shift bids, so we add another shift in. That would be great in July. This is the budget. Since the position is most likely it's a lateral movement, you don't get any more money. You just get into another position. Creative space, advertising, training, and ongoing support. These are the people that would be involved. We would have to speak with the VP of SCIS, the senior manager, the TSS manager, and the HR rep. Basically, the evaluation is we'll have one of our senior chat reps sit with the employee for a month to monitor them and make sure they understand the job requirements. The manager will monitor the chat session by call quality, AHT, and PLC, which is percent of contribution. AHT is our average handle time. That's how long we take a chat. Like, we have 35 seconds to answer each customer. You have to answer the customer in 35 seconds, or you get dinged for that. Also, we will generate a report and introduce it to upper management to show that adding this employee was a great benefit for our department. Basically, I think that once we add this employee, they'll enjoy the position, because being on the phone and talking to a person over the computer is 2 totally different things, because they're not screaming in your ear. Also, It will increase customer retention, call quality, and basically get rid of being absent. And this is my glossary. Average handle time is how long you take a call, percent of contribution. Swap shifts basically means where I work 8:30 to 5:15 and another person works 9 to 6:30 or 9 to 6, I can swap his shift. He can take my shift in the morning and I can take their shift. And then FCIS is the umbrella that I fall under at FedEx, which is FedEx Customer Information Services. Any questions?
Very good.